Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing some more watercolor because I'm very much in a watercolor phase. And today I want to introduce you to Peerless Watercolors. So what I'm going to do is I have this flower stamp that I'm going to stamp in Ranger Archival ink. And I'm just pressing down hard because I want to make sure it's even. And this will allow me to do watercolor without the ink, smearing or anything like that with the water. So as I put the Peerless in the camera view, I realize you can't see it very well. But what I've done is, Hudson, I think it was in like 2014, had a PDF file that you could download to create your portable Peerless palette, basically. And so I just used my square dies to cut out pieces of the Peerless watercolor, which is paper with pigment ink on it. So all you do is take your brush, like I'm doing here. If you don't have a water brush where the water is built in, you would just dip it in a water just a little bit and then tap on the paper. And what it does is it pulls up the pigment from the sheet here, which allows you to get this vibrant, very pretty color. I love this pink. So what we're doing here, you can see I'm just tapping on a little bit on the corner, and that allows me to get some darker tones to this color. And then as I go through the entire petal, I'm able to make it lighter. So that's how you can build up your shadows, your lights and your darks, as you fill in the petals on the flower. And you can see here, I'm just going to talk a little bit just to show you, like in here, what I like to do is still the same concept, putting where the lines, where the petals cross, putting a little bit more color, and then using a little bit more, just having the color come off my brush to make it lighter in the center, to try and give it a little bit of highlights here and there, and so forth. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn on the music, let the music go while we continue to color. Alright, you guys, now what I did was I wound up jumping because I paused for a second and wound up doing the rest of the coloring, not realizing I didn't hit the unpause. So I apologize for that. So we're going to jump ahead. What I did in the center of the flower is I just took one of the orange colors, I want to say it was a scarlet, of the Peerless, and I colored in the center. And then I took two different sayings. I have an Easter and a blessings, and I decided to stamp those individually, creating my sentiment on the front. And what I'm pulling over now is thanks to a friend of mine, Miss Beatriz, who I'll have a link to her channel down at the bottom. She gave me the idea of using the plastic cutting board, cutting it up and creating these small sections of where I could wrap my ribbons around, and it makes it really neat and easy to see. And I don't know about anybody else, but I hate having to dig and try and find ribbon, but I could never figure out a way to make it so that it was easy to use. So kudos to her, and I'll definitely, like I said, I'll have the link to her channel down at the bottom. So what I'm doing now with the card is cutting it down so that way I can attach a black strip on the one side where I want to put the ribbon. Right now it was really just too close to the actual flower, and by cutting it down a little bit and adding the black paper on the side, it gives me a spot to attach the ribbon. So right now I'm just grabbing my tape runner, and we're just gonna go ahead and run some tape down the side and then attach the flower piece to the black paper. And then I'm going to line up my ribbon. And all I do is I just, put down some tape. I lay down the one end, and then I'm just trying to reach for my scissors here so I can cut the opposite end and fold it over onto the tape that I put down as well. And then I turn it around and make sure I have it straight, and that I don't have to reposition it. And right here I decided I'm gonna go ahead and put it all on a card and finish it out for you guys. So I grabbed a piece of black paper for my card base, and I added this white sheet so that way you could see a difference between where the black strip is on the side. It would give it a little bit of dimensional, even though where the flower is, it's white, so it looks like it's white on white, but I still think it just makes it look like it's more finished than if I had left it just all the one piece on the black card, because then that side piece would have faded. Alright, so of course I gotta add me some sequins, but I decided to do a less amount, and I wanted to do these pale pink ones just so that it was just like a crystal effect on the card. So on the bottom right hand corner I'm putting 3 different sizes, and then I laid out 4 different sequins along the top, and I think 1 on the bottom left. And then we're just going to attach it with our pickup tool and the multi-matte medium. I'm just going to attach them really quick here. And I find with the pickup tool, it's hard to explain, but it's really a nice tool to have. You just have to get used to using it, because I find that as I go to put down the sequin, sometimes it stays on the glue or the little gummy part that the sequin is sticking to. It doesn't want to come off. I have issues with putting down the sequin, and then all of a sudden I go to the next one and the sequin is moved, So it's just about using it more, so that way you can get a rhythm for yourself as far as how you want to use the pickup stick. But it's definitely a good one to have. And I'm trying to show you from when I paused to when I started back up again. Somehow my lighting got really bright again, and I want to say I think another light came on in my room, so I apologize for that. But in these pictures you can see a close-up of what the card looks like, and I think it's really cute. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below in the comments. If you want to see more about Peerless Watercolors, just shoot me a message, okay? You guys have a great day.